Hey Launch Techers, it's Tracy, and I'm coming to you from not too far from Nashville, Tennessee, out in the middle of the woods. You may be able to hear the cicadas in the background. We seem to be in prime cicada season right now, so you can kind of hear them buzzing and singing in the background. And right now we're hanging out waiting for Hurricane Irma to decide which way she wants to go. So before we hit the road, we're going to be here for a little while and let her decide what she needs to do, and we'll just keep plugging away and working here on the road. I wanted to go over today a few tips that I had for keeping your business running technology-wise when you are busy doing other things. And so, I guess it's September. I was going to say it's August. It's September now, and it was a really, really busy summer. I had a daughter who graduated from high school. We sold all of our possessions and rented our house out and bought an RV and moved into that and hit the road. And so during all of that time, as much as I wanted to think that my business was going to be a focus, the reality was life took a front burner to what normally would have happened with my business, and I kind of suspected that might happen, so I had a few things in place to make sure that my business kept running while I was going. Now, I will be the first one to say that I wasn't quite as timely maybe with my emails and weekly Facebook Lives. Over the summer, I went pretty much with an every 2-week schedule because I knew that just as I was busy, all of you were busy as well, and I bet you didn't even notice. So that was one thing I did, was to cut back from my weekly schedule to a every other week schedule. You may have also noticed that I've started doing a little bit more in terms of Facebook Lives and giving you some tips, and then putting some good resources in the show notes that go along with the lives. And that has really helped too, because I think not only do you prefer the videos, that seems to be the case, but for me, Facebook Lives are easier to do than putting out a blog every week. And so it did require me to actually be live and be present with my business. And I think that was a really good thing. If I had scheduled out the whole summer in terms of my blog posts and emails, which is something that I have done in the past, I feel like I get a little out of touch with you. So that was the one thing I did keep kind of current, was doing the Facebook Lives and the blog posts, just not quite as often. I also made sure that I had really solid autoresponders in place for when new people joined my list, so that they didn't feel neglected and had a really good feeling as they came into the group and started receiving information from me on, what I could do to help them, answering their questions, figuring out what their launch tech challenges were. And so even though I wasn't personally responding in the moment, they were hearing from me for it was 3 emails, probably about 10 days before they joined the regular email list. Some of you maybe did come into my program this summer or into my group. And for those of you that did, you'll notice that if you opted in to get a freebie, and I offered some pretty great ones this summer, you may want to go back and check some of those out. I offered some on how to interview a VA, how to hire a VA, how to choose a VA. And then I have some older ones too, just on setting up basic launch technology and what are the exact steps that you need to do. So you can find a lot of those resources on launchtechmadeeasy.com/free. You'll find at least 3 of them there. And if you go through some of the blog posts, you're going to find a whole bunch more. But by setting up some autoresponders to kind of help people get navigated to the site and figure out what we do and how I operate, I think it really helped to make people feel like they were a part of the group right from the very beginning and not feel neglected because my life was going on in the background. And so those were a couple of the things that I did. I also have been working in the backgrounds this summer on putting together my program in a new and really cool way, where you'll be able to get all of your launch tech, everything from setting up your email service provider to writing your emails for your launch sequence, done in one weekend. And so you can look for that announcement coming up soon. That'll be something I will be offering at the beginning of October. I think it's the first weekend in October. I will be offering that as an entire weekend that you can sign up for, and we can work together on your launch. Now, I will say it's not going to be inexpensive, and it's going to be very limited. I think I'm going to only take on 4 people for that first weekend. And so if you've been putting off your launch and that's something that you're interested in doing, getting your launch done that first weekend in October, then let me know. Shoot me an email at Tracie, Tracie, at LaunchTechMadeEasy.com, and let me know you're interested, and I'll get you on the waiting list as I put together the rest of the details. Now, that weekend is going to get all of your tech in place. It may take you a little bit longer to get your list built up to where you want it to be, but we will get your freebies set up, we'll get your autoresponders done, I'll show you how to do your Facebook pages. It's going to be a really awesome weekend. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know at Tracie at Launch Tech Made Easy, and I will be sure to stay in touch with you as we continue to move about the world and let you know the tricks and tips that I'm finding for making my business work on the road. So if you're interested in the weekend, it's Tracie at LaunchTechMadeEasy.com. If you're interested in the free resources, it's LaunchTechMadeEasy.com/free. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye-bye.